Good morning. Good morning, my beautiful friends. Happy Black Friday to you. I highly suspect that most of my friends are not standing in line for a big TV today. Uh, this is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. I want to say thank you guys so much for being here. Good morning to everybody who has come on by. Let's see here. I see. Good morning, Dan, coming in from Buford. Lawrence coming in from Jamaica. We are international already. Good morning, Jan, coming in from Texas, where we are about to be going interstellar. Let's see here. Good morning, Tony, Shauna. Good morning, Anita. Let's see here. Good morning, Lane. Wonderful to see you here today. I did have a great weekend, and I'm about to have more of a great weekend. I hope that you do as well. Let's see here. Good morning, Robert. Also coming in from Jamaica. Wonderful to see you there. Let's see.
Our friends go on so many cool adventures.
I know our friends do all kinds of cool stuff. Anyways, indeed, I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope that you had a wonderful Thanksgiving too. And so we are here now to pull the final card for the week that Pepper has prepared in our bread theme. Oh gosh, I hear the sound of mischief.
Slightly mischievous.
Slightly mischievous.
Slightly mischievous. Only a little bit.
Little bit mischievous.
Only a little bit mischievous.
All right, let's see what kind of mischief.
Just a little bit.
What kind of mischief that Pepper has in store for us today. Anyway, we're gonna do the same thing we do every Friday. I'm gonna pull the card that Pepper has prepared for us, and I'm gonna ask you if you are the affirmation on the card, and we are gonna respond out loud together. I am that affirmation. After that, we're gonna go over all the various cards of the week and see where the cards have taken us. So let's have some fun. Let's pull this card and say that today I am expansive. I am expansive. I grow into new versions of myself daily. So I am expansive. I grow into new versions of myself daily.
Indeed, I am expansive after all of that delicious food that was brought over yesterday.
Right. Are you expansive? You are expansive. You grow into new versions of yourself daily. Ah, my goodness. I'm going to write that down on the comments. I encourage you to do the same thing as we affirm that we are expansive people. We grow into new versions of ourselves daily. Indeed we do. All right, I am expansive. I grow into new versions of myself daily, and you are as well. And let me tell you, although I think that I did pretty good yesterday, I did not overeat to the point where I couldn't fit into my clothes. I think I did all right. We'll see what I look like a week from now. Anyway, I am expansive. You are expansive as well, and yeah, we are growing into new versions of ourselves. We are consistently. We are consistently dedicated toward being the best versions of ourselves that we could possibly be. And ultimately, as we do this, we are growing into the people that we were born to be. When I was a small child, I looked at the adults around me and I thought to myself, what am I going to be when I grow up? How am I going to be when I grow up? How am I going to do things differently than all these adults around me? Because a lot of times, the ways that the adults around me were, well, I just didn't understand it. And so when I started to get older and I realized, the various pressures and stresses that are placed on adults, I realized why people are the way they are. But I also decided pretty early on that I wasn't going to take life so seriously that I made myself miserable in the process of living it. And so I decided that I was going to grow into a new version of myself, that maybe I couldn't be that ultimate version of myself right away, but I could do it 1% every day. I could be just a tiny little bit better every single day. I could learn just a little bit more every single day.
Always improving.
Yep, that consistent improvement. And so I am expansive. I grow into new versions of myself daily, and so are you. And I found that as I expand and as I dedicate to expanding, that the people around me also are expansive. That the folks who are attracted to me and who want to actually be around me, the people who are interested in me, these people also are on a growth trajectory. And the people who were not, the people who were not growing with me, those people have fallen away. And there's nothing wrong with that. Or the people who are growing into a different direction have fallen away. There's nothing wrong with that. I appreciate them, and I sincerely hope that they are getting where they're going. But the folks who are stagnant just can't handle being with me because I'm always different. And I know this because back when I was stagnant, when I wasn't really doing all that much growing, then my friend group didn't change all that much. But then when I started to do some growing, my friend group changed dramatically and quickly, and I found myself aligned with a totally different caliber of person. And so I am expansive. I grow into new versions of myself daily in the same way that the yeast inside of this dough causes the dough to rise. Tony says it's a great card, Pepper. Yeah,
Thank you, thank you.
indeed. It sure is fun to have her set these things up. And then I feel like half of the magic of the wake up call is I don't really know exactly what these cards are going to be. And I get to just sort of like, do this off the cuff. I think that's half the fun of the wake up call. But anyways, I am expansive today. I grow into new versions of myself daily, and I know that you are as well. So let's take a look at the cards for the week and see where they have taken us. Of course, we started the week by declaring that we are limitless, that we transcend old beliefs and discover new ways to be, which I think that we do. How else could we be expansive except that we transcend those old belief systems? As we transcend those old belief systems and discover those new ways to be, um, it allows us to remain balanced and center our mind and body on the things that are most important. Because as we discover new ways to be, we have to solve new problems. And when we do solve those new problems, the best way of doing it is not by going to some book and saying, "How do I solve this problem?" But rather, it's by looking at our own internal values, recognizing how it is that we get to be centered, and then making choices that are central to our core beliefs.
Finding that inner peace will then help you be peaceful and balanced through whatever else may happen.
Exactly. So anyway, so the next card that we pulled was the "We Are Colorful" card. That we cultivate beauty wherever we go, and when we're balanced, and when we are working without limits, we do get to color outside the lines. We get to see places where the world is gray and add a touch of color to it, and we can see places where our personality is still on the default settings, and we get to set a little color to that as well. And so that we are colorful in that way. Of course, as we cultivate beauty wherever we go, we get to do it with a spirit of generosity, of sharing with kindness and compassion. We're not changing because just for the sheer joy of changing. We're changing because it helps us to really interface better with the folks around us. It helps us to have a better life, and also to share that better life with others, and to encourage the people around us to have a better lives themselves simply by leading from example. So some of the folks who've had the most profound impact on my life are people who led by example. They weren't the people who took me aside and lectured me and told me that I was doing my life wrong. They were the people who simply led by example, and I looked at their lives and I said, I want some of that. And then I went and got myself some of that. And so we share with kindness and compassion because we know that our sharing is something that our sharing not just of our stuff but also of ourselves is something that ultimately will help other people to live better lives. Which takes us to the card of the day, which is that we are expansive, and that we grow into new versions of ourselves daily. All of these cards lead up to the Awesome Saturday card. The Awesome Saturday card, as always, which is that we are awesome. So let us recognize our inherent value and worth. The fact that we're here on this planet means that there's a reason for us to be here on this planet. It means that it is not too late for us to go forth and to bring our dreams into reality. We are just on time for everything that we are doing. And let's recognize that we are inherently valuable, inherently worthy. We don't need a permission slip from anybody. And so yeah, so that's the Awesome Saturday card. But going back to the Friday card, but the Friday card really, let's dedicate ourselves to growing into a new version of ourselves today. Let's dedicate ourselves toward just being the best version of ourselves that we could possibly be. And as we live in that reality, as we live in that expanded state, the people around us are going to notice it, and the people around us are going to want some of that. Because who wouldn't want to be living the best possible version of themselves? So I am expansive today. You are expansive as well. We grow into new versions of ourselves daily, and we encourage other people to do exactly the same. All right, my beautiful friends, I will return tomorrow at 11 a.m. for the awesome Saturday service. Thank you so much, Tony. Yeah, you can't wait to get some ass. I can't wait to get some ass too. On Saturday, the awesome Saturday service truly is a beautiful thing. If you've never attended one, it's really more of a spiritual take on the wake up call. It is the spirituality that defines the wake up call, and kind of like a glimpse into my personal spiritual life. So if you want to come on by, the awesome Saturday service is a lot of fun. We're going to yeah, we're gonna have some fun tomorrow, and yeah, just kind of get into the more spiritual side of things. Happens tomorrow at 11 a.m. Come check it out if you're interested. Other than that, the next wake up call will be Monday at 9 a.m. We will be going through another set of cards. I'm sure Pepper will make something amazing for us. I want to say thank you guys so very much for being here with me. You could have been buying a big screen TV or getting into fisticuffs with folks at Walmart over some stupid, I don't know what the hot toy is of the season, but over some kind of a hot toy. But instead, you're over here, building into your own lives. Hey, happy birthday, happy slightly early birthday there, Anita. The world's a better place because you are in it. Mm-hmm. So I want to say thank you guys so much for being here. So good morning again to Dan coming in from Buford, Lauren and Robert coming in from Jamaica, Jan coming in from Texas. Good morning, Tony. I know you're probably coming in from Florida, and Shauna. Let's see here. Good morning and happy birthday. Happy early birthday, Anita. And of course, your birthday's on Awesome Saturday. My birthday was also on Awesome Saturday. 42 years old on Awesome Saturday. Woo! I was winning. Good morning, Lane. I'm glad that you made it here early to the wake-up call. Thanks so much for coming on by. And let's see, who else has come on in here? Let's see. I think that's about it. Thank you so much, Pepper, for coming on in and setting all this stuff up. And yeah, so anyways, you guys are so cool. Thank you for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. I care about you. This is your daily reminder that you are an amazing human being. And I will return on tomorrow at 11 a.m. to reaffirm more of that for you. And so, but until then, I love you. I appreciate you. I care about you. And I'll talk to you tomorrow at 11 a.m. or Monday at 9 a.m., depending on when you tune in next. Aloha from paradise.